not often that a sequel comes out that's better than the original, but hey, it works for The Godfather, right? Estevan here with All American Print Supply. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of DTF Onto What? And if you missed the first episode, the silly mohawk I used to wear back then, you can check the video link by clicking up here. But today we're doing more DTF, more outside the box processes, and different products. So make sure you guys stick around, grab a pen and pencil. It's time for DTF Onto What Part 2. Just because direct-to-film has taken over the garment decorating industry doesn't mean we're only limited to apparel. As we've said before, virtually anything that you can get even contact onto with a heat press will allow direct-to-film transfers to permanently adhere with high resolution and long-lasting results. So today, we're going to be doing some non-apparel items as well as a lesser used garment to show you DTF onto what and how to open up doors for more profitability. If you're a direct-to-film printer, why would you not try to secure the bag with your business by offering bag customization? Again, these high-resolution, long-lasting, and very cost-effective produced transfers can add an entire new dimension to the service that you're already offering your existing customers. And we got this set to about 320 Fahrenheit when we press this for between 15 to 20 seconds. Now I've loaded on this duffel bag onto my swing away heat press. I'm just going to position my transfer on my pressing area. A little bit of heat tape that'll keep that nice in place. Now I want to be mindful of the bag pieces as I bring the press over to close. Be very careful here. Just slide that on. And again, a transfer this size, about 15 to 20 seconds at 320 Fahrenheit, should be good to go. One of the things we love about direct-to-film is the material compatibility. Synthetic, organic, cotton, poly, nylon, duffel bags, denim jackets, and a whole lot more. It's going to open up a lot of doors as far as what we can produce using just a transfer printer and a heat press. There we go. It looks like we got a nice solid adhesion. Now this is going to be a cold peel, so we'll give this just a moment to get back to normal room temperature. Then we can go ahead and remove that transfer sheet, and we have a beautiful finished customized final product. Up next, we're going to see if we can breathe some new life into this old backpack with a fun and colorful direct-to-film transfer. Let's go ahead and get this loaded. Now we've already measured out our transfer area to fit right onto this little pocket up top. But to make sure we get even contact around these zippers and stitches, we're going to bring back our pressing pillow and place this under our transfer area. There we go. Now I've got my DTF transfer that we've already sized up for this transfer location. We'll go ahead and place this right there. I'm going to tack it into place with a little piece of heat tape. Again, we've got our transfer machine set to 320 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to go ahead and press this for about 15 to 20 seconds on the pillow. Let's go ahead and give this a press. Now, if you were to compare similar decorating methods for a full color design onto synthetic material, we're definitely saving time and money by going with direct-to-film for something like, say, direct-to-garment, silkscreen, white toner laser transfer, or even heat transfer vinyl. Now again, the DTF film that we're working with in today's project is going to be a cold peel. So in no time at all, this will get back to normal room temperature, and then we can do a safe removal, show you the final product. Now you got to remember, a lot of these materials we're working with for these bags, they're not your traditional cotton t-shirts. These are going to be synthetic blends of polyester, nylon, and more. So we've already talked a little bit about how this is a more cost-effective decorating method when compared to screen print, white toner, direct-to-garment, but you also know this is a more convenient method. For some of these other trickier materials, such as your polyesters, nylons, sometimes it may call for a special type of heat transfer vinyl or transfer material. Well, now with DTF, we're using the same ink, the same film, and the same powder. Let's see if we can dig in on this lunch bag. The nice thing is I'm using basically the same settings across the board for all of these different projects. Again, right around that 320 Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 seconds. And thanks to things like the pressing pillow, I'm able to get even contact on the entire transfer to ensure a long life cycle of these decorations onto my gym bags, onto my backpacks. Now let's see if it works on my lunch pail. Man, A little bit of pressing pillow, a little bit of heat tape, gonna be your best friends when it comes to those outside the box direct-to-film projects. All right, now what do we have here? It doesn't get pretty much more outside the box when it comes to a pet carrier. A cat carrier to be specific, my cat carrier. Hopefully this works. Now, there's 100% polyester synthetic material, so I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my transfer area by making it nice and isolated. This is where we're gonna be decorating. Now, I've got my DTF transfer here. Now what I'm gonna be doing is placing this sort of sideways to try and get as even contact as possible, not have as much of this other parts of the bag interfering. So we got my direct-to-film transfer here with a little spirit animal tiger, because my little kitty is a tiger. So now we'll take our transfer and try and get this into a nice center location on this middle strap area right here. Got that nice and in position, and then we'll use our cover sheet to place right on top to protect the material and to protect our heating element. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the machine over. We're set to 320 degrees for about 20 seconds. Let's lock that in. Now, customization like a simple and affordable direct-to-film transfer can take a $20 cat carrier into a $50 custom piece of art. There's something about the customization element that really raises the perceived value that takes something from ordinary to extraordinary. All right, now let's go ahead and do the peel. Lift this heat press open. Now again, guys, if you've been paying attention, all these transfers are cold peel. So we're gonna let this cool back down to normal room temperature before we remove the film itself and then show you our beautifully customized cat carrier bag. All right, that was pretty fun. We showed you some awesome custom creations for bags. Now what about an outside the box apparel item? Now it's not quite often you see denim jackets really decorated with other methods aside from embroidery. But if you've been online, there's been a nice recent trend of late as far as embroidery style direct-to-film artwork. Now you gotta remember, a denim jacket is mostly cotton, so we should be able to get a great transfer adhesion onto here with some embroidery style artwork. Now, with our direct-to-film transfer printer and our heat press, we're gonna be able to produce custom embroidery style goods without ever learning how to thread a needle. Now I'm gonna go ahead and load in my pressing pillow underneath the transfer area so we can raise the transfer itself above these stitches and seams. We're gonna load the pillow in here, get everything nice and positioned. Now before I actually close this, I do wanna calibrate my pressure. So I'm gonna remove the transfer, we're gonna close the heat press empty basically, and I already see I need a little more pressure. So we're gonna increase this to really dig the transfer into those fibers, and that feels solid. So now that we've adjusted perfect pressure, we're gonna use these as a nice guide to get a good center position. There we have it. I'm just gonna lock this into place, put my cover sheet on top. Let's give this full-size transfer a full-size press. It looks good so far, but after it cools down, we'll do the full peel. See if we got a custom embroidered denim jacket using DTF. All right, now that the transfer's returned back to normal room temperature, let's do a nice, smooth, controlled removal. Time to peel. There we go. Now this is a little bit of an outside the box transfer, so we're gonna lay everything down nice and flat and then one more finishing press, really seal it into the bag. That should be plenty. Oh, there we go. Feels good. We'll start in a corner here. It's got a little more of our ink transfer and smooth. Now I can feel there is a little bit of gloss, and with this weird material, I'm gonna hit a second press really quick just to seal it into the bag. Even got the QR code and all the fine detail. There we go. No hesitation. That's definitely something I would say as a pro tip with any direct-to-film product or project. Again, you're not gonna leave it up to the ceiling, low against the transfer, no hesitation, commit. Ta-da! Wow. Look at that. Meow. Remember guys, when you're peeling your DTF transfers, it's never up to the ceiling, it's gonna be low against the garment, and I want you to commit to the roll, just like that. Now, I do wanna give it a quick finishing press, so I'm gonna leave it right there where it is, place my cover sheet on, it's already looking awesome. Let's give it about 5 seconds and make it even awesomer. But again guys, we're saving a fraction of the ink we would be using compared to other decoration methods. We don't need an embroidery machine. I've never learned how to sew a stitch, but with the right techniques, equipment, and art styles, we can achieve embroidery style designs just like that using your normal direct-to-film printing processes. Whether it's your lunch bag, your gym carry, your cat bag, your backpack, or your denim jacket, DTF can go on to what? That's pretty much gonna wrap it up for this episode, guys. If you do have any questions on direct-to-film or some of the awesome things you can create with it, go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and drop a thumbs up. Be sure to hit that red subscribe button if you haven't done so already. My name is Estevan, we're All American Print Supply. See you on the next one.